Boom, Ever Onward Tribe, September Commander's Coffee. Hey, I'm at the airport right now. Hopefully this comes through clear. If it doesn't, I'll re-record it. But I've tried to get the noise isolation on the AirPods, and we'll see if it works. But I don't want to miss this opportunity or thought because it just came up right now, and sometimes there's nothing better than when I can capture a thought while it happened. I had a phone call from a buddy of mine that's a kind of a mentee of mine. He calls me a couple times a year just to work through some thoughts, process things, and kind of talk shop on ideas. And in a totally separate subject, something other than we were talking about, he mentioned to me, he works in the digital security space. He's a ninja when it comes to that stuff, and really, really good. He works with very high profile clients that he protects. And someone had reached out to him about a relatively high profile person that is claiming to be something they're not. Doesn't matter the specifics, I wouldn't share it anyway, nor would I share my buddy's name, but a group had asked him, hey, can you kind of do the data mining and figure out if this guy is what he says he is, and then if not, we kind of want to out that. And he was very excited because he has a skill set to do it. And he explained to me how he'll put in some time and then he'll kind of get all this information to out this guy. And he said in the context that, and then once we get that information, we'll really be able to embarrass this guy. And I paused for a second and he said, what? And I said, well, I don't know, hey, you didn't really ask my advice on this, but I said, how much time is it going to take you to put this project together? He's like, it'll be a couple weeks of work. And I said, so just so I understand what we're dealing with, you're going to spend 2 weeks of your, what I think is valuable time with an end state of embarrassing someone. And he took a little time, and I could hear a pause in the line. I actually felt bad. I said, hey, I'm not actually trying to, throw you under the bus or comment negatively on what you're doing. I've done this before. I've put time into something where the juice was not worth the squeeze. It was effort that I could have put towards something better. And I said, I frankly think your time's more valuable than that, and I think you're better than that. And after a slight pause, he said, Mr. D, which is what he calls me, he's like, Mr. D, I appreciate it. This is why I call you. This is not worth my time. I'm not going to do it. That's some good stuff. It really just made me think for this month's coffee that we sometimes have to reflect and take time to make sure the effort we're putting in is worth it. Now, there's things you'll put effort into that aren't worth it that was still worth doing because the effort was worth it. But if you're doing something where the end state is not a worthy, lofty goal, if it's not something worth producing, if it's not making somebody better or helping yourself create something new or move the ball forward, it might not be worth your time. Make sure what you're doing is of value and worth your time. Ever Onward.